Bruce Lee, a legend and icon, a warrior who revolutionized martial arts forever. His philosophy? Simplicity, directness, and efficiency in combat. But let's get real, how effective is Jeet Kune Do in an actual fight? Could Bruce Lee combat system hold up against modern fighters, street brawlers, or even professional MMA athletes? Today we dive deep into the raw power, strategy, and effectiveness of Jeet Kune Do in a real fight. Stay with us because what you're about to learn might just change the way you see martial arts forever. Jeet Kune Do, the revolutionary fighting system. Before we analyze its effectiveness in a real fight, we need to understand what Jeet Kune Do really is. It's not a traditional martial art. It's not about forms, rigid movements, or ceremonial techniques. Bruce Lee created JKD to be a practical, fluid, and adaptive combat system designed to work in the real world. Jeet Kune Do means the way of the intercepting fist, and that name alone tells you everything. It built on the idea of stopping an attack before it fully develops. That means you hit before your opponent gets the chance to strike, pure ruthless efficiency. But how does this work when fists are flying and chaos takes over? Let's break it down. Jeet Kune Do strategy, how it works in real combat. Bruce Lee believed that traditional martial arts had too many wasted movements. In real fights, there's no time for flashy techniques. JKD is designed around explosive speed, devastating power, perfect timing, adaptive fighting. That's why Jeet Kune Do is a hybrid of the most effective techniques from Wing Chun, Western boxing, fencing, and Muay Thai. Now let's see these principles in action. Jeet Kune Do in a street fight. Let's talk about one of the most unpredictable situations, a street fight. No rules, no gloves, no referees, just pure survival. Most street fights start with verbal aggression followed by a sudden wild swing. Here where JKD shines. Instead of waiting, the Jeet Kune Do fighter intercepts, BAM. A straight lead punch to the jaw. This punch, inspired by fencing, is fast, powerful, and direct. The fight could already be over. If that punch doesn't finish the fight, JKD doesn't stop. It flows. Elbows, knees, groin kicks, eye gouges, whatever gets the job done. This isn't sport fighting, this is survival. Jeet Kune Do versus MMA. But what about professional fighters? Could Jeet Kune Do hold up against an elite MMA athlete? MMA is brutal, fast-paced, and constantly evolving. But guess what? That's exactly what Bruce Lee envisioned for JKD. He believed in training like a real fighter, not sticking to one style but absorbing what is useful. JKD uses footwork similar to Muhammad Ali, movement, defensive strategies like Wing Chun, trapping, and brutal efficiency inspired by Muay Thai. But here's the challenge. JKD does not emphasize ground fighting as much as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. In a real MMA bout, if a JKD fighter gets taken down, they need solid grappling skills to survive. That's where cross-training comes in.